So we're going to go over skinning a deer now. Scott's just hoisting the deer up in his garage. He's got a simple game hook on the end.
We need an electric winch here, don't we?
And just about has it there. Okay.
Hair here. You can. There's two ways to get the hair off: wet paper towel, or you can take a propane torch and just lightly burn it. So you just take this here and I cut up to that joint.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you're just going to cut around
Exactly.
the leg?
Right. And then from that point, I mean, you can use some of this for hamburger, but it's basically tendons there. It's real tight. One thing you gotta be careful on this is if you cut that tendon, it just goes bang this way.
Oh, okay.
I've done that before and it's kind of an eye-opener. Usually everything goes wrong when you're tired because this is normally done in the dark at about 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah. What time of day did you shoot this
I
then?
think it was pretty much 12 noon. And that's when these bigger bucks are running right now during this chase and search period, they call it. It's the preliminary part of the rut. Try not to get too much hair on there.
So it actually comes off pretty easy.
Oh, real nice when it's warm. If it sits overnight and gets cold, then it's different.
So try to skin it when it's warm.
Yeah, I do. And then it just, they say the best thing for venison is rapid cooling for the, the
Okay.
taste.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's important to open it up and let it. We'll go hide back here a minute. Just finishing that cut around the leg. See that heat coming out of there?
Yeah. Right now it's about 40 degrees outside or so.
Yeah. When I put this down, you want to pull with the knife in your hand. Turn in for grip. And the tail. Just try to feel between a joint and the that's a lot of fat on that animal. He's healthy. There, see that? If you get right in between the vertebrae, it just
Okay.
pops
Yep.
right off.
Now it's ready to pull right off. Huh?
Some guys tie this on with a four-wheeler and just pull it off now, but
Okay.
that seems a little
Extreme.
archaic. Oof. Massive bleeding. It's amazing what these broadheads do. Then I take a sawzall and I'll cut here and on the other leg, and but for now what I'll do is I'll just, let's see, take it from here up to, you just cut through.
Okay.
And that here needs to be,
So that's about as far as in the leg, on the leg that you go.
right. This isn't really the best cut of meat there, but oh, there it is. Just continue just pulling down. Okay, and we're on that one. And just repeat. It's a lot easier with this cut off, but I'm not going to run downstairs again.
What do you do with the hide usually then?
Well, Scott will give you a few bucks for it at Fisherman's Corner. So you can. Okay, I'll try pulling.
So that's basically it. You'll
That's
just finish
basically
and cut
Right.
around the neck, I suppose.
Just pull it down a little bit more, and
Peel it off there.
that's it. Now I'll open it up, and there's an inside strap in here, and I'll take them. Those are the tenderloins, and you can only do this when it's this fat here needs to be trimmed off, but.
So, could you quick explain how you would butcher it?
What I'll do next is, this is just ligaments that hold the shoulder on, as you can see here, Dan, if you cut under the pit.
Yeah.
It just opens it up, and that allows it to to cool down better.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, as far as butchering goes, then what I do is I'll take these inside straps out. And then the first move is
By straps, you mean the muscle, the meat?
it's a tenderloin steak.
Okay.
Okay. And then on the back here is the back straps from where the ham hits the top of the back.
Yeah.
Cut way down here, down to the base of the neck.
Okay.
And right down the spine on both sides. And then you fillet that off and it'll be this big
Okay.
by that long.
That's the tenderloins?
That's the back strap.
Back
That's
straps.
like the pork chops.
Okay. Oh,
And that's the best cut on the deer. Okay, so you take the inside straps out
yeah.
tonight. When I butcher the deer, I'll take the back straps out. Then what I do is I'll sever the front shoulders and the rear quarters. And then once you get them off the animal, then you can go to just deboning them off the bone.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of a process there to
Okay.
get them off here.
Okay, so then what do you do with the front quarters? Basically the same? How about the rib cage?
Rib cage, you know, like on a buck like this, you can see there's pretty good meat there. You can actually save the lower brisket area,
Okay.
and then you boil it, and then you can barbecue them and have ribs, and they're pretty meaty. That's probably something I'll do. And as far as there is no meat on the rib cage, you
Okay,
know, generally that's shot up, blood shot. And,
Right.
So
So how about the front quarters?
front
Is that
quarters, once you get
shoulders?
them off, you just follow along the main bone, and I make hamburger or roasts. out of
Okay,
them.
so basically you cut the meat off where you see it and,
It's that easy, right?
okay,
And there's no right or wrong way. I mean, we're not butchers, but
Yeah.
just look at what.
yeah.
So once you get the fat off there, there's a tenderloin steak. I mean, it's super tender and delicious.
Okay, well, that's the basics.
That's the
Thanks,
basics.
thanks a lot, Scott.
You bet, Dan.